Welcome to my presentation. In this presentation, let's look at an application problem related to factoring binomials. Let us say we have a rectangle. Let me draw that rectangle here. We have a rectangle like this, and in this, the area of this rectangle is given to us in terms of a polynomial expression like this. Area is equal to 2a cubed plus 4a minus a squared minus 2, let us say. And if one of the sides of the rectangle is given to us, and if this side is given to us as 2a minus 1, we want to find the other side of the rectangle. If this is the other side of the rectangle, and let's call this as L for long side. Okay, so if this is the information given to us, we want to find what is this length. What is this length? So the way to do this is as follows. We'll come back and then write these as these different steps. We know that area of a rectangle is given as the long side times the short side. Long side times the short side. Okay, so we'll call this one as the short side. This is the short side. And since the area is given to us as a polynomial, well, let's write that. 2a cubed plus 4a minus a squared minus 2 is equal to L times the short side is 2a minus 1, like that. We want to find the length, the long side of this rectangle. So to do that, we're going to follow the next step. We want to factor this part of the expression first. And how do we do that? Between 2a cubed and 4a, we want to see what is common. Between 2a cubed and 4a, let me write that here. 2a cubed plus 4a minus a squared minus 2. Between these two terms, what is common? 2a is common. If I were to pull out 2a, what is left? We are left with a squared inside the parenthesis plus 2 inside the parenthesis. So let us see whether we have written it correctly. 2a times a squared is 2a cubed. 2a times 2 is 4a. So we are on the right track. So we take the second part of the expression and then we say what is common between negative a squared and negative 2? Negative 1 is common. So therefore, if I were to pull out negative 1, what is left inside this set of parentheses? A squared plus 2. So therefore now, if I were to look at this part and this part, there is something common. I'm going to write that as step number 3. I'm going to write that as step number 3. And then in here, you will see that a squared plus 2 is common between these two. Therefore, if I were to pull out a squared plus 2 as common, and then I'm going to open up another set of parentheses and write the terms which are not common in these two. So when I pull out a squared plus 2 in the first expression, 2a is left. When I pull out a squared plus 2 in the second expression, negative 1 is left. So therefore in here is a squared plus 2 is what is called the greatest common factor, and this happens to be a binomial. This happens to be a binomial. And not only that, we wanted to find the long side of the rectangle. We wanted to find the long side of the rectangle. If one side is 2a minus 1, and if we want to know what the other side is, and if this is the polynomial given to us, isn't this going to be the long side? Let me write that here. Step number 4. Let me be consistent with the ink color. Therefore, the area of the rectangle is going to be the long side times the short side, which is 2a minus 1. As we can see here, we have 2a minus 1 here, which is this, and then the length is this one now. Therefore, we can come back here and then write this one as a squared plus 2 times 2a minus 1. That is those are the two sides. So to come back in here and then write it out in this manner, if the short side is 2a minus 1, the long side is a squared plus 2, and therefore the area of this rectangle, the area is the region inside this rectangle here. The area is 2a cubed plus 4a minus a squared minus 2. That is the way we want to be able to apply these concepts to be able to factor out a binomial. And in this case, we're looking at a rectangle, and we wanted to find the sides of a rectangle when the area was given to us in terms of a polynomial. In my next example, we shall look at some more application problems related to factoring binomials.